Y'all don't get tired of me, old ghetto ass bitch out of Duval County, Florida, getting on this bitch and making you motherfuckers look like the stupid imbeciles that you is. Y'all don't get tired? You should. You should be tired of it. Real shit. You should be tired. You should be tired of a little 5'2", 165-pound, high yellow heifer from out of Duval County making you look like a fucking complete idiot. And you got Harvard degrees, nigga. You ain't tired. Y'all niggas got so much motherfucking resources, so many so many fraternities backing y'all, and y'all still can't figure out how y'all killing the planet. You know how y'all are killing the planet? The lack of oxygen. That's how you're killing the planet. The lack of oxygen, sweetie. The lack of oxygen. The lack of oxygen is what's killing the planet. The lack of oxygen, sweetie. I don't know if it's funny as fuck, but y'all bitches funny. Y'all don't know what y'all doing to the earth. Y'all just steadily doing stupid shit. Y'all putting all the plastics, all the cans, all your bill bottles that you throw off the boat into the water. Everything that y'all do. Everything that y'all do. Everything y'all do. Everything that y'all do. Y'all just cannot fathom that the environment needs oxygen in order to thrive. The lack of oxygen is killing not only the fish, it's killing us. The lack of oxygen is not only, I am a fucking scientist. That's what I do. Don't get kicked up off of here asking stupid questions, bitch. First of all, first and foremost, I need y'all to know this. Class is in session. This is not question and answer time. This ain't question and answer time, sweetie. This is not question and answer. This is not the question and answer portion of the class. This is class has just begun. If you showed up on time, I hope you got your notepad and your motherfucking pen and you sitting in class ready to take notes, bitch. And if you need glasses, I'm gonna need to make sure that you got them bitches cleaned. Because I need you to see me and hear me. This is not the question and answer portion. Class is in session. And hell is low. Now, we're going to get back to the topic of discussion. In the description, you will find a link to a video that shows what is happening to the fish in the ocean. I keep telling y'all, I've been doing experiments. I've been doing experiments with H2O2. I've been taking H2O2 and actually putting it into the water and seeing the difference on how the fish act. Okay, I did that back in 2015. How did I end up doing that? I ended up doing that because I had a bottle of H2O2 inside a dropper. I'm gonna show you. Okay, something similar to this. Okay, something similar to this dropper. Something similar to this bottle. I had a bottle like this, like so. Okay, not this exact bottle because this is black seed oil. Okay, but I had a bottle similar to this, filled with H2O2. H2O2, 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. Okay? Had the bottle like this, sitting in my vehicle. Because this was around the time I was just starting to experiment with this stuff. I'm doing fine, sweetie, but this ain't the question and answer portion. So if you came to class and your ass ain't on time, at least sit there and take notes and stop disturbing us. Okay? Now, because I don't want to see your messages. Had a bottle, just like this, filled with oxygen, H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. Okay? Was sitting inside at the time I had a Ford Focus hatchback. Little gray Ford Focus hatchback. I used to ride that bitch all through the city. I loved it, that fucking car. Okay? Well, inside the middle console, I had a bottle, like so, filled with hydrogen peroxide. Well, the bottle started to expand around this part. It started to swell up like a herniated belly button. You know how them little kids had them herniated belly buttons on their stomach and they look like they got a little balloon on their belly? That's what the top of the bottle began to look like. So me not really knowing much about H2O2 at the time, I was like, well, I definitely don't want to unscrew it, because if it explodes, it's going to explode in my fucking face. So I thought to myself, I like, what would be the best method of me to dispose of this? Right? I thought, and I was like, okay, well, I could just throw it in the water, because it's H2O2, oxygen and water. That way, if it busts open once it hits the water, it's all good, because it's just putting more oxygen into the water. Right? That was the concept that I came up with in order to dispose of the bottle, which was starting to look as though it was going to explode on its own. Because I had it sitting in my car in the heat, didn't know what the fuck I was really fucking with. I was just starting to experiment with this stuff. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just knew I was trying some shit. So I decided to dispose of it by getting it and taking it and throwing it into the St. Johns River. Okay? Anybody who is from Duval County, Florida knows that our water is dirty than a motherfucker, baby. That water in Duval County is dirty unlike any other. I would compare it to Louisiana. Okay, that's how dirty that water is. All right? Okay. Now, I took the bottle, threw the bottle out into the water. Okay, about a week later, they started making reports of finding a very, very large shrimp in the St. Johns River. They started making reports about finding large fish in the St. Johns River. You can check this shit out yourself. 2015, Jacksonville, Florida. Oversized shrimp found in the St. Johns County River. Pull it up. Google that shit if you think I'm lying, because I don't have time for it. Now, I said, when I heard that on the news, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, is that because of that damn H2O2 I threw into the water? I was really considering, like, I was asking God, like, is that what happened? Was that a result of me throwing the H2O2 in the water? And God said, well, it could have been. And then I said, well, let me see something. So, being that I was staying in an apartment complex that had the river right by it, like the back of my apartment complex, the backyard in my apartment complex at the time, it was the St. Johns River. Okay? So, I went out there and I put some more of that shit in the water. But this time, I actually purposely dropped it into the water. I think I took like a dropper full of H2O2. So that would be, you would take it like so, a dropper full. You're not going to get a full dropper. Like, that's not what's going to happen. When you get a dropper full, it's really only going to fill up about halfway. Okay? That's a full dropper. So I took a full dropper and I dropped it into the water. And the next day I went back. And when I went back, I seen so many new tadpoles, so much more life. Fish, little fish was just flourishing in that bitch within 24 fucking hours, bitch. So when I tell you stupid motherfuckers that H2O2 is the life force that will save this fucking earth, and I have been saying this for over 10 years at this point, and now I see that they are beginning to use hydrogen peroxide to make gas. They are beginning to use green hydrogen peroxide in order to fuel electricity for a power source. What do you think is going to happen next? Exactly what I predicted. They are going to begin to raise the price of H2O2. Then the next thing that will happen is our asses will not be able to purchase 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide, because they're going to monopolize it, as they have done every other resource on this earth. But you know, dumb motherfuckers like you like to sit back and wait until the last minute and then cry about not having solutions to problems that I've already solved. I've already given you all a solution. God has literally put the fucking solution directly in your motherfucking face. Like, I just do not understand you niggas. Like, I swear to God, that shit be pissing me off. I swear to God on everything, every fiber in my being, that shit infuriates me. And I can just imagine how God feels. I could just imagine how God feel about a bunch of motherfucking imbeciles talking about Jesus when God has given you the gift, which is I, the blessing, aka Jessica, which if your stupid ass would Google it, you would see that Jessica means blessing. God has literally gifted you all with the solution to all of your problems, but you can't get past the fact that I'm a 5'2" high yellow heifer from out the ghetto. You can't get past that. But meanwhile, Massa, they monopolizing H2O2 and they making it well neither me or you can get it. Neither one of us can get it. That's what they doing. Because every time I turn around now, they are changing the percentage of H2O2. Now you can find 12%. You can find 34%. You can find all these other percentages, but you can barely find 35% hydrogen peroxide any longer. You can barely find that. You're gonna have to pay a pretty penny for that. And it ain't even that you gotta pay a pretty penny. What it is you're gonna have to buy that shit in bulk. And when you buy that shit in bulk, you're gonna have to know how to store that, sweetie. Because you can't just store H2O2 on the shelf in your pantry. But you know, I don't know shit. I don't know a fuck thing. Instead of motherfucking worrying about what I know and trying to research the solutions that I've offered you all, you bitches get on here worrying about my hair, worrying about my crop tops, worrying about my pussy, worrying about my ass, worrying about my titties. Y'all bitches get on here and worry about my teeth. Y'all worry about every goddamn thing except for the fact that I am literally giving you bitches the cure and the solution to all of your pollution problems within this planet. Because a disease, a virus, is just pollution for the body, sweetie. Just like the air not having enough oxygen in it is pollution for the planet. So within, so without. But you hook boogie ass, pussy footing ass niggas think y'all so fucking woke. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You wouldn't know what the fuck woke was if it hit you in your face like a 10-ton brick, bitch. You wouldn't know the answer or the solution to a problem when God has literally put the answer directly in front of your face, and every day you wake up and look at it and you walk right past it and ask God to give you a solution. You don't even ask God, you asking Jesus, God's son. You don't even ask God. You're asking Jesus when God has placed the answer directly in front of your eyes. You hit it every morning when you shut your fucking alarm clock off. But you'll get your stupid ass on my page and try and come for a real one. Just saying. I'm just saying. Exactly, like the crops being patented. They're patenting the seeds, therefore we can't grow them without their permission. In some cities and some states, we can't even collect rainwater because it's considered public property. Now where the fuck they do that at? But a motherfucker will sit right in my face and tell me, just let it go. You mean let the fact go that they are raping the planet, which means that if I ever decide to birth babies, they will rape them as well. I want to have babies. I wanted to have babies this lifetime. But I can't. Because you stupid motherfuckers is hell-bent on destroying the fucking planet and everything in it. So why? Why would I birth babies only to let them die? I wanted babies this lifetime. That's not gonna happen. And I sacrifice that to offer you stupid motherfuckers solutions. And y'all won't even take them. Y'all won't even take them. Y'all will believe every fucking lie that they tell about me. They will believe every lie. Y'all would rather believe I'm a prostitute. Y'all would rather believe that I'm a drug addict, although none of you have seen me do any drugs. None of you have seen me do any drugs other than smoking fucking marijuana, man. And popping an ecstasy pill occasionally. Them the drugs that y'all say that I'm on. Them the drugs that y'all say that I'm on. But y'all is literally daily taking opioids. Percocets is opioids, sweetie. That's why when you don't take them, your ass gets sick. But I don't have to take nothing, and I don't get sick from it. If I do a drug, it's because I choose to. It's not because I am dependent upon it, like you all are. Opioids, cocaine, they come with addictions. They come with withdrawals. I'm not experiencing withdrawal symptoms, sweetie. I'm not sweating in my sleep. You all are. Real shit. You all are. I'm not waking up in hot flashes and hot sweats and shit. I'm not waking up covered and drenched in my own fucking bodily fluids. That's what junkies do. I am not a junkie. I cut my hair like this because my mother insists on telling me that I've never seen my father, but I know that I seen my father, and I know that my father, the last time I saw him, had this exact haircut. So instead of arguing with my sorry ass mammy, I cut my hair just like the last time I seen my father's hair when I last laid eyes on him. Just to show her, bitch, I beg to differ. I like to put shit in people's face. Because motherfuckers have spent my entire life telling me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I am the only one that is offering solutions to the problems that are being created by our government. And the 1%. I'm the only one offering y'all real life solutions to these problems. I'm the only one that's offering y'all solutions that's actually affordable and costly enough to where you can actually go and purchase these solutions and utilize them. Everybody else is offering you solutions. They taxing the shit out of you for them. They taxing you. They taxing the shit. I can't tell, dog. I can't tell that I don't need to explain. Not when I wake up and I have 160 subscribers, and then by the time I eat my lunch, I only got 150. Which means the same 10 people keep creating channels, resubscribing, and then unsubscribing, so that way I can't meet my 1,000 number mark in order so I can get paid from this content that I am releasing. But I have over 800 videos on my channel, all ranging from music to solutions to education to you say hi. You say hi. Stop coming on people's channel requesting that they do things when you're not doing shit for them. That's what I feel about that shit. LOL to you, bitch. LOL to you. I'm not finna play these games with you. Because you gonna unsubscribe anyways. So what's the point of me kissing your ass for you to stay? This is what y'all do. Y'all make new pages. Y'all subscribe. Y'all create new pages. And then y'all unsubscribe. And then go do the same thing all over again tomorrow. Y'all do the same thing every day. Y'all ain't tired? Y'all ain't tired of wasting y'all fucking lives? Y'all wasting y'all life. Y'all wasting y'all life typing messages only to retract them. The fuck was the point of you typing it? What the fuck was the point? What is the point? You're typing messages only to retract them, and then you're making accounts only to unsubscribe, to make another account to subscribe, to turn around and unsubscribe. How fucking stupid. No, chlorine dioxide is not the best thing to keep water safe, sweetie. Chlorine is a bleach. That's why the fishes is spinning around out of control, because y'all using chemicals instead of using natural agents. H2O2 is the best method in cleaning water because it oxidizes it. Oxygen is the only motherfucking thing that's going to help the water. Dummy. I know that chlorine dioxide is a form of chlorine and peroxide mixed together. But if you all were not throwing your fucking pollution into the ocean, there would be no need for chlorine. Chlorine is not an effective method because once the chlorine gets into your lungs, how do you think it affects you? How do you think that chlorine affects the fish? How do you think it affects the algae in the water? Are you all even thinking about that? Are you all thinking at all? They have us so used to using chemicals that we stray away from using the most natural elements possible. But this past year, since I've been on here talking about H2O2, you know what I've seen? I've seen an increase in research surrounding hydrogen peroxide, which means they're stealing my ideas and they're making plenty of fucking money off of it, but I won't make not one fucking dime because you hook book ass niggas always jumping on them crackers' dicks. You hook book ass niggas sit on the sidelines and watch while my family try to kill me, and y'all laugh about it. Y'all think it's funny. That was a good one. That was a good one. QU. That was a good one. The fish are hooked on opioids. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The fish are hooked on opioids. So are the people. So is the system. So is the money. But I'm the junkie. Hey, Columbia. Nice for you to be here. I'm the junkie. Look at this shit.
And now to the bizarre fish behavior in Florida Keys. Since our story on Thursday, we've received a steady stream of videos showing the scale of the unusual event that is now being seen beyond the Lower Keys.
And state lawmakers now allocating $2 million in the state budget.
It hasn't been seen near the St. John's, though. It's been below the Lower Keys. Yeah.
A marine mystery in the Lower Keys that continues to
And,
baffle.
you know, just for a quick second, I've noticed in my recent visits to Clearwater that the water is not as clear as it used to be. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's just something that I've noticed.
According to FWC, since December, at least 21 critically endangered smalltooth sawfish have been reported dead. Separately, more than a dozen species of fish have been seen spinning and acting erratically.
Now, we don't know if these two events are related, but we have the investigations and lines of inquiry going on right now.
And officials, not the only ones investigating.
Well, back in February of last year, I noticed that pinfish started behaving odd, like they were playing dead, and then some of them were spinning.
They're not playing dead. They don't have any oxygen in the water. There's no oxygen in the water.
After he saw that first pinfish, he pressed record and has
I know people don't believe that fish breathe, but they do.
And then come around November, I started seeing the behavior start doing that again.
So we're in the waters between Little Torch Key and Big Pine Key. Most of the activity has been documented in these inland waters. Scientists say so far it doesn't appear to be a low oxygen event, and the necropsies coming back don't show any signs of pathogens or bacteria.
So what is it then? If it's not a low oxygen event and there aren't any pathogens, what is it?
What is he doing?
And how do you know whether the fish lack oxygen? Have you tested the fish? Or are you just testing the water?
Document these bizarre behaviors from Key West. Now, all the way north to Key Largo.
We're up in the upper Keys right now, off of Key Largo.
And it's spreading.
This is to our knowledge the first time.
But it's not anywhere near the St. Johns River because I've actually been putting H2O2 in the St. Johns River.
Is a Lower Keys resident and research professor at FAU's Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute. For more than 4 decades, Dr. LaPointe has seen the changes in water quality at his underwater laboratory at Lou Key.
Back in the 70s and 80s, when I used to dive at Lou Key,
When it was clear.
pretty much still intact, as it has been for thousands of years. The shallow fore reef was covered with branching corals. Unfortunately, we don't experience that
Because there is no oxygen.
Experiences like this one have become more common.
One thing I've noticed, I'm going to say this also. One thing that I know about oxygen is this. This is what I've noticed about H2O2. When utilizing H2O2 properly and exercising properly, get more muscle mass. Okay? Because the oxygen is going to make you grow. It's going to make you bigger. Okay? The oxygen is going to increase your growth span. Just like fruits and vegetables. If they have good soil that is rich in oxygen, they are receiving the right amount of sunlight and the right amount of water and the right amount of nutrients, they grow bigger. Like they were showing the coral which once had new coral sprouting out from it, now doesn't because it lacks oxygen. The lack of oxygen is the reason behind the lack of growth. It's just from what I know, and I don't even got a lab. I don't even got a lab. No, but hey, you know, I'm just a ghetto bitch out of Duval County, right? I don't know shit. I don't know a fuck thing.
we began to see that pea soup green water appear in the Keys.
Lack of
That first
oxygen.
appeared in late June, early July. It got worse through the summer. And
The lack of
we all know
oxygen.
We had a very hot summer in South Florida.
Not to mention all of the oil spills.
Neighbors in the Keys, Dr. LaPointe volunteered samples.
These are from Pine Channel and Bow Channel in the lower Florida Keys. The other thing we found in our water sampling last week was a dinoflagellate called Gambrodiscus. Normally, it's a benthic dinoflagellate that lives attached to seaweeds on the bottom.
There are more than 18 different types of Gambrodiscus, and so far, it doesn't appear to be the smoking gun scientists are looking for.
It is Gambrodiscus then causing this fish behavior. You know, we're not 100% sure there, but that's our lead right now.
I don't act like anything, sweetie. They don't believe me.
And though we still don't have the, it has been a wake-up call for many.
If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't have videos on my channel of my mother attempting to get me Baker acted and saying that I am strung out on Molly. If people believed me, these things wouldn't be occurring. You can literally go through my page and look at the videos, sweetie. They have done everything and anything to make me look like I am crazy and I don't know what the fuck I am talking about. I got proof. I'm not saying you. I'm saying the people in my life, my fucking blood relatives, bitch. My blood relatives have told people that come into my life, I'm crazy. I'm strung out on drugs. I'm selling my pussy to get by. This is what they have been telling people. So I have countless videos with evidence showing you people giving me the crazy eye look. The Mick crazy face. Oh, this bitch crazy. The Mick crazy face. Right. These are people that have my blood relatives, man. My own mother. You imagine you meet a girl and you decide that you're going to marry this girl, and then you meet her mother. And then her mother sits you down and tells you that her daughter is a prostitute with a drug addiction. And her daughter doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about because she is strung out on drugs. And the shit that she's saying does sound a little strange because you're not woke. And you haven't done any educating yourself. You've only been educated by a system that sheer goal is to keep you uneducated. So because you lack any true education and you have failed to educate yourself properly, when this girl that you seem to be very interested in, mother sits you down and tells you all of these negative things, and you start to review this girl and her actions and her attitude and her character, and you start to look at her in a skewed manner because you desperately want to believe the things that the girl mother has told you because it makes it easier than it does to understand why the girl is acting and conducting herself in the manner that she's conducting herself in. It's easier to believe the lie than it is to see the truth, sweetie. My friends have said these things about me. Like Shonda, when Shonda told the guy Cotton that I was dating that I always dressed like a tomboy. Bitch, if you ain't stopped lying, I do dress like a tomboy from time to time. I do. But I did not always dress like a tomboy, bitch. But you sat right there and told this nigga that shit as if it was law. And as if I didn't hear you lying out of the fucking side of your mouth, bitch. You don't gotta feel sorry for me. The only thing I need you to do is spread the message, sweet. I don't need nobody's sympathy. I just need the message to get spread and the people to understand. I'm not saying these things to make myself seem as though I'm the fucking cream of the crop. I'm saying these things because these are the solutions to the problems which are plaguing our society in its current state and condition. That's why I'm saying this shit. Because I don't want to bring children into this world in its current state and condition. And regardless of what anybody thinks, this is very selfish of me because I want to have children. So I'm not doing it for you. And I'm not doing it for recognition. I'm not even doing it for monetary gain. I'm doing it so when I do birth babies, this is not the world that they're born into. That's why I do this. It's not for anybody else. It's for me. It's for my babies. The ones that I want to have. I offer y'all solutions, not problems. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm giving you all solutions, not more problems. Your government is giving you problems. They're leaving behind a deficit that is too large for any of us to pull ourselves out of. I left the link in the description, so if y'all want to watch the video, feel free. If y'all want to cash out me, y'all can. If y'all don't, then I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't got to. I'm not really tripping on that shit. Either way, it is what it is, man. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Be real with yourself so you can be real with others. You know, it don't take nothing to hit that thumbs up or that subscribe button. And Jessica Stone, you know, I love you from the bottom of my heart, sweetie. Real shit. I really do. And I appreciate you immensely. I don't give a fuck how many times I got to say it. I'm going to say it every time I feel the need to. So just be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it don't take nothing to hit the thumbs up or the subscribe button, man. And if you feeling the content, you digging the vibe, or you just want to spread the word about the solutions to the problems within our current society, please feel free to share the live. It's going. It's going. I appreciate y'all subscribing. I'll be back later. Nickelbacker, I appreciate you coming through. You know, if you want to see it, you can push rewind. Please be kind and rewind and all that shit, though. But I'm finna take me a nap, man. It's too much right now. I paid for me another day at this room, so I'll be staying here until probably Tuesday. After that, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, because my money is depleted at that point. So I'll probably be walking up and down the street, scratching my head, talking to myself. I might be sleeping in one of these trees out here. Who the fuck knows? Either way, y'all be good, man. I'll catch y'all next time.